Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Love English Lab. I'm Morgan, your guide to clearer, more confident English.
And I'm Daniel, your friendly co host, occasional grammar crash tester, and certified cake enthusiast.
Cake enthusiast is right. Want to tell them what happened?
Picture this: I'm at a bakery, smiling, pointing at a gorgeous chocolate cake. I say, as confidently as a superhero, I'm going to do a cake for my friend.
Ooh, I can already hear the grammar police warming up the sirens.
The baker paused, blinked twice, and looked at me like I was about to wrestle the cake instead of bake it.
And that tiny slip is exactly why we're here. Little words, simple, everyday verbs love to fool even good learners.
Totally. You can know tons of vocabulary, but if you mix the verbs, the sentence wobbles.
Today, we'll fix some of the wobbliness. We're taking on 7 verbs that cause more confusion than they should.
The suspects: make, do, say, tell, win, earn, and gain.
You've seen them everywhere. They show up at work, at school, on trips, even at the bakery.
By the end of this lesson, you'll know which verb to grab and why, so your English sounds natural and calm.
We'll keep it practical. Real situations, quick corrections, and clear reasons.
Deal. And if I mess up again, you can stop me on air. I'll take the hit for science.
Brave man. Also, I want you listening to imagine your own cake moment. What's a tiny verb that trips you?
Keep it in mind while we go and check how the examples map to your life.
Good. Warm drink ready? Shoulders relaxed?
Excellent. Then let's kick off with two of the most confusing verbs in English because they set the pattern for the rest.
Make and do creation versus action. Hear the difference once, and the other pairs start clicking.
All right, Love English Lab family, let's begin.
Let's get started with 2 verbs that look simple but cause endless mix-ups. Make and do.
I've definitely been guilty of confusing them.
Before we get into examples, here's how we'll handle it. We'll explain the main difference, then we'll walk through everyday scenes so you hear a wrong version and the natural version, and we'll link similar situations so the rule becomes obvious.
The core idea is straightforward. Make is for creating or causing a result. And do is for performing an action, task, or job.
Exactly. If I make a sandwich, I create it. If I do my homework, I complete a task.
And if I make a plan, I design it. If I do the plan, I follow it.
Let's start at the office, because email is where this goes wrong all the time.
I can't go to lunch. I have to make my emails.
That sounds wrong. Answering emails is a task, so the natural sentence is, I have to do my emails, or I need to do some emailing. Make only fits if you are actually creating something new, like I need to make a draft, make a report, or make a template.
So in the inbox world, do my emails is correct, make my emails is incorrect.
Right. Staying at work, let's clear up presentations, because both verbs appear and people get confused.
I made a presentation for tomorrow.
Here made is correct if you mean you created the slides or materials today for a presentation you will deliver tomorrow. Saying I did a presentation for tomorrow would be incorrect in that sense, because do suggests you already performed it, which clashes with for tomorrow.
I did a presentation yesterday.
In that sentence, did is correct because you delivered it yesterday. If you said, I made a presentation yesterday, it would usually mean you prepared it yesterday. It does not clearly say you presented it.
So make a presentation focuses on preparation, and do a presentation focuses on delivery. Each is correct only when that is the meaning.
Exactly. Let's move from meetings to the kitchen because food instantly reveals the pattern.
I'm going to do a pizza for dinner.
That's incorrect. The natural sentence is, I'm going to make a pizza for dinner, because you are creating it from ingredients. With food and drinks, English almost always uses make. Make breakfast, make coffee, make soup, make a salad.
But if I talk about the overall responsibility, I can say, I do the cooking on weekends. And that is correct because it describes a task.
Yes, that contrast is useful. Make dinner is correct when you mean the meal you create. Do the cooking is correct when you mean the ongoing chore.
Planning shows the same split.
Give me a sentence.
I'll make a plan tonight, and tomorrow I'll do the plan.
Both parts are correct here, but for different reasons. I'll make a plan tonight means you will create it. I'll do the plan tomorrow means you will carry it out. If you said, I'll do a plan tonight with the meaning of creating it, that would be incorrect. Do does not express creation in this case.
Housework is another minefield.
It is. Try one.
We should make the laundry tonight.
Incorrect. The natural phrase is, we should do the laundry because laundry is a chore. Using make there does not work in English.
I'll make a shopping list, then I'll do the shopping.
Both parts are correct. You make a shopping list because you create it, and you do the shopping because the trip is a task. If you said do a shopping list, that would be incorrect. Lists are made, not done.
Let's look at some quick swaps that often happen by accident.
Go ahead.
She did progress quickly this year.
Incorrect. The correct sentence is, she made progress quickly this year. Progress is an outcome, so it takes make.
They made their best in the competition.
Incorrect. The natural phrase is, they did their best. That expression is fixed with do.
I'll do a phone call after lunch.
Incorrect. The natural option is, I'll make a phone call, or simply, I'll call. The phone call is viewed as something you initiate, not a chore list item.
He made his homework before dinner.
Incorrect. The correct form is, he did his homework because homework is a task to be completed.
I did a mistake in my report.
Incorrect. It should be, I made a mistake. A mistake is a result. English pairs it with make.
Work talk again?
Yes, decisions and business collocations cause trouble.
We'll do a decision after the meeting.
That is incorrect. The natural phrase is, we'll make a decision because a decision is an outcome of discussion.
I'll make business with that company.
Incorrect. The correct phrase is, I'll do business with that company. Business is an activity, so it uses do.
Grooming and self-care also have their own pattern.
They do. Try a sentence.
She made her hair before the event.
Incorrect. The natural way to say that is she did her hair. The same applies to nails and makeup. You do your hair, do your nails, do your makeup.
Let's revisit email with both verbs side by side so nothing is fuzzy.
Go ahead.
I'll make my emails this afternoon.
Incorrect. Answering emails is a task, so it should be, I'll do my emails this afternoon.
I'll make a template for my emails.
Correct. In that case, you are creating something new. So make fits perfectly.
Meetings and agendas follow the same logic.
Try one that goes wrong first.
Let's do an agenda for tomorrow.
Incorrect for creation. When you are creating it, the natural phrase is, let's make an agenda. If later you are talking about following the agenda, you could say, let's do the agenda, though many speakers prefer follow the agenda.
Here's a clean workplace line that uses both verbs correctly. We'll make a project plan, do the testing, make a final report, and do the launch.
That sentence is a nice map. Creation tasks take make, execution tasks take do.
I like how the verbs push focus to the right place.
That is the point. Once you focus on whether you are talking about the result or the action, the choice becomes obvious.
Can we dig deeper into borderline cases? I want to make sure we say which side is correct each time.
Absolutely. Borderline 1, speech and presentations in different registers. In careful English, make a speech is standard for the act of composing and sometimes for giving formal remarks. Give a speech is the most common for delivery. Do a speech appears in informal conversation but is less polished. If a student says, I did a speech yesterday, many listeners will understand delivery, but I gave a speech yesterday or I delivered a speech yesterday is more natural. For our pair, make is correct for preparation. For delivery, prefer give a presentation, while do a presentation is informal and should be avoided in formal contexts.
That helps because people hear all three. So, preparation, make a speech is correct. Delivery, give a speech is best. Do a speech is informal but understandable.
Right. Borderline 2. Art and creative work. You can say, make a painting or do a painting. Both occur, but they highlight different things. Make a painting emphasizes the product. Do a painting emphasizes the activity. Neither is wrong, but if you are learning clarity, using make for the finished work and do for the activity keeps your message sharp.
Borderline 3, homework versus assignment. We said do homework is correct. Is make an assignment ever right?
Do an assignment is correct when you complete it. Make an assignment is correct only if you are the teacher creating or issuing it. So a student does the assignment. A teacher makes the assignment.
That explanation mirrors our rule. Maker versus doer.
Exactly. Borderline 4. Calls and arrangements. Make a call and make an appointment are correct because they bring something new into being, the connection or the booking. Do a call is incorrect for the act of placing it, though some teams say do a call informally to mean hold a call, which is still better expressed as have a call.
Borderline 5, research. We say do research, not make research, right?
Correct. Research is treated as an ongoing activity, so do research is correct. However, you can make a discovery, which is the result of that research. Again, do for the process, make for the outcome.
That pairing is neat. Do research, make a discovery.
Borderline 6. Progress and improvement. Make progress is correct. Do progress is incorrect. Likewise, make improvements is correct. Do improvements sounds wrong.
Borderline 7, effort and performance. Make an effort and do your best are both correct, but you cannot swap the verbs. Do an effort and make your best are incorrect. The noun decides the partner.
Exactly, and that introduces a useful idea for learners. Collocations. Certain nouns prefer one verb. When you memorize the pair, you avoid friction.
Let's reinforce that with concrete conversational lines so there is no doubt about what is correct and what is not.
Give me a few, and I will correct them plainly.
We should make a break after this meeting.
Incorrect. The natural phrase is, we should take a break. Neither make nor do fits there, so the correction is to change the verb to take.
She did a big effort to finish on time.
Incorrect. The natural phrase is, she made a big effort to finish on time, or she did her best to finish on time. Use make with effort. Use do with your best.
Let's do a decision now and move forward.
Incorrect. Say, let's make a decision now, because decision is an outcome.
He made the dishes after dinner.
Incorrect. That should be, he did the dishes after dinner. Dishes are a chore.
I'll do dinner tonight.
That one depends on meaning. If you mean, I will prepare the meal, the natural sentence is, I'll make dinner tonight. If you're talking informally about handling the dinner logistics, setting the table, serving, cleaning, you might hear, I'll do dinner. But for cooking itself, make dinner is the clear choice.
She made yoga every morning on vacation.
Incorrect. The natural sentence is, she did yoga every morning on vacation. Exercise routines go with do.
We did a cake for the party.
Incorrect. The natural phrase is, we made a cake for the party. Baked goods are created. They go with make.
They made business with suppliers in Asia.
Incorrect. It should be, they did business with suppliers in Asia.
He did a schedule for next week.
If he created the schedule, the correct verb is make. He made a schedule for next week. If he followed the schedule, then he did his schedule could be used, though he followed his schedule is clearer.
I made my hair for the photo shoot.
Incorrect. The natural phrasing is, I did my hair for the photo shoot. The same rule handles nails and makeup.
We did an invitation for the event.
For the act of composing the invitation, we made an invitation or we wrote an invitation is correct. If you mean the event of inviting, say we sent invitations. Do an invitation is not natural.
She made paperwork for the visa.
Paperwork is an activity, so she did paperwork for the visa is correct. You can say she made copies or she made a record, but the umbrella term paperwork stays with do.
I did a reservation at the hotel.
Incorrect. The natural phrase is, I made a reservation at the hotel.
They made follow-up with every client.
For that meaning, they did follow up with every client. Or more naturally, they followed up with every client.
He did an apology after the mistake.
The idiomatic phrasing is, he made an apology, or even better, he apologized. Do an apology is not natural.
This is a lot, but the through line stays the same. If your sentence points at a product or outcome, make fits. If it points at activity or duty, do fits.
Exactly. To close this section cleanly, let's stitch several correct sentences together so the rhythm is unmistakable and the contrasts sit side by side.
Go ahead.
I'll make a timeline. You'll do the tasks. We'll make progress. And by Friday, we'll do a final review.
I'll make dinner, you'll do the dishes. Then I'll make a shopping list and you'll do the shopping.
I'll make an appointment. You'll do the paperwork. And together, we'll make a plan and do the plan.
I'll make a call to confirm, you'll do the follow-up, and we'll make a report after we do the testing.
Those lines are all natural English pairings. If you try to swap the verbs in them, they stop sounding right.
That really makes the pattern click.
Good. Before we transition, I want one last clarification on the presentation pair so no one leaves unsure.
Set it up.
If you say, I made a presentation for tomorrow, that is correct for preparation. It means you created the slides or materials. If you say, I did a presentation for tomorrow, that is incorrect for preparation because do suggests delivery and clashes with for tomorrow. If you say, I did a presentation yesterday, that is correct for delivery. It means you presented. If you say, I made a presentation yesterday, that is ambiguous. Many listeners will assume you prepared it yesterday, not that you actually presented it.
Perfectly clear. Make for preparation, do for delivery when the register is informal, and give a presentation is often the best verb for delivery in careful English.
Exactly. With that settled, we can step into the next topic without carrying any confusion with us.
Since we've been talking about creating things and performing tasks, it makes sense to move to the words we use to report speech.
Right? Because reporting speech has its own pair that learners mix up constantly.
Say and tell look close, but they do not behave the same.
In the next part, we'll keep it practical with real situations and clear right versus wrong examples, so the difference never gets in your way again.
I'll start with a sentence that sounds almost right, and you can straighten it out as we go.
Perfect. Let's move into say and tell and make our words work for us. Now that we've sorted out make and do, let's move to another pair that trips up even experienced learners. Say and tell.
I've felt that confusion many times. They look close on the surface. But the moment you choose the wrong one, faces get puzzled.
To keep it simple, we'll state the key idea first, then walk through everyday scenes home, work, travel, and more so you can hear a wrong version and the natural version with a quick reason each time,
The key idea is this: say is about the exact words that come out of someone's mouth, while tell is about giving information to someone.
right? If I use say, my focus is on the words themselves, like she said, I'm tired. If I use tell, my focus is on the act of informing a person. She told me she was tired.
And with say, if you want to include the person, you need the little bridge to, she said to me. With tell, you go straight to the person, she told me.
Let's start close to home with a family moment.
Yesterday, my sister said me about her new job.
That sentence is wrong. You can't say, said me. The correct sentence is, yesterday, my sister told me about her new job, because the information is directed to a person, me. If you want to use say in that situation, you must quote or remove the person. Yesterday, my sister said, I got a new job. Or yesterday, my sister said, she got a new job, which focuses on the words, not the recipient.
So, told me is correct when the person follows right after. Said me is incorrect.
Exactly. Now let's step into the office.
I said my boss we finished early.
That's wrong. The natural version is, I told my boss we finished early because you're delivering information to a person. If you want say, then you must add to and usually quote, I said to my boss, we finished early. Without to, say plus a person sounds wrong.
Work can be stressful, so let's keep the correction crystal clear. Told my boss is correct. Said my boss is incorrect.
Good. Let's turn to apologies, which are often quoted.
I told, I'm sorry.
Wrong. For direct quotes, English uses say, I said, I'm sorry. Tell doesn't introduce the exact words in quotation. It introduces the person who receives the message, as in, I told her I was sorry.
All right, say for the actual words, tell for the transmission to someone.
Next, I want to run through a few lines you'll hear every day just to tune your ear.
Go for it.
I always say hello when I arrive. Please don't say anything yet. She said yes right away. He said nothing during the meeting. Could you say that again?
And on the tell side, tell me the truth. He told her a funny story. We told them the news. Please tell your brother about the delay. She told everyone the schedule.
Those sound natural because the collocations are strong. Changing the verb in those lines usually breaks the rhythm. Say me the truth is incorrect. Tell me the truth is correct.
Travel is another place where these verbs go wrong.
Set the scene.
Can you say me where the station is?
That's wrong. The natural question is, can you tell me where the station is? Because the information is being given to me. If you want to use say, you remove the person or add to in a different structure. Can you say where the station is grammatical but impersonal. Can you say to me where the station is technically possible but sounds awkward. Can you tell me is what native speakers actually use.
Social life next. Compliments and quick comments.
Give me a line that goes off track.
He told, I love this place.
That's wrong because it is a direct quote. With quotes, you say, he said, I love this place. If you prefer not to quote, then tell works with a person, he told me he loves this place.
So a quote points to say, a report to someone points to tell.
Exactly. Now let's test sentences where both verbs can appear, but the focus changes slightly.
She told me she was late.
Correct. This highlights the person who received the information.
She said she was late.
Also correct. This highlights the words she used, not the recipient. If you add a person with, say, remember the bridge. She said to me that she was late. That's grammatical, but most speakers prefer, she told me she was late.
Rules and instructions cause a lot of confusion, so let's handle that.
Great idea. Give me one with a group.
They said us to wait outside.
Wrong. When a person or group appears immediately after the verb, tell is the natural choice. They told us to wait outside. If you want to use say, you drop the person. They said to wait outside. Said us is incorrect.
Directions are similar.
Try one.
She said me to turn left.
Wrong. The correct sentence is, she told me to turn left because the instruction is addressed to me. If you say, she said to turn left, that is also correct, but it no longer names the listener.
Jokes and stories show a preference, too.
Give me the messy version.
He said me a joke.
Wrong. English says, he told me a joke. With tell, the pattern is tell someone a story, a joke, a secret, the news. Say doesn't naturally take that structure.
Time questions trip people up as well.
Offer one.
Can you say me the time?
Wrong. The natural question is, can you tell me the time? Because I'm asking you to give information to me. Say the time is not how English frames that request.
Let's connect this to reported speech and quotations since learners jump between them.
Set up a line that confuses the two.
She told, I can help.
Wrong. That is a direct quote, so you must use say, she said, I can help. If you want indirect speech with tell, you bring in the person. She told me she could help. Both versions are correct, but they have different structures and highlight different things.
Advice and warnings behave the same way as instructions.
Exactly. Try one with advice.
He said me to be careful.
Wrong. The correct sentence is, he told me to be careful. When a person receives instructions, tell is the natural verb. If you want to use say, you remove the person, he said to be careful.
Complaints and prices, store conversations are full of quotes.
Give me a shop floor line.
She told, this is too expensive.
Wrong. That's a quote. So you say, she said, this is too expensive. If you report it, then tell needs a person. She told me it was too expensive.
Classrooms and commands next.
Perfect. Teachers give commands to people.
The teacher said us to open our books.
Wrong. It should be, the teacher told us to open our books. Commands addressed to a person or group go with tell. If you want say there, drop the person. The teacher said to open our books.
Promises and plans often get reported after the fact.
Try one.
She said me she would call.
Wrong. The correct sentence is, she told me she would call because the information was given to me. She said she would call is also correct, but it doesn't mention who heard it.
Announcements in companies are a good place to hear both verbs used correctly.
Give me a line.
Management said the office will be remote next Friday.
That's correct and common because you're reporting words publicly stated. If you inject the audience, tell is possible. Management told us the office will be remote next Friday. Both are correct. Say highlights the statement itself. Tell highlights the group who received it.
Rumors work the same way.
One more line.
People said the concert was canceled.
Correct. You could also say, people told me the concert was canceled, which means specific people informed you directly. Again, both are correct, but say focuses on the statement floating around. Tell focuses on the person who got the information.
Customer service at a hotel desk.
Set it up.
The receptionist said me that check-in starts at 3.
Wrong. The correct sentence is, the receptionist told me that check-in starts at 3. If you use, say, restructure, the receptionist said check-in starts at 3. Or, the receptionist said to me that check-in starts at 3, though that last version sounds stiff in everyday speech.
Doctors and advice simple but easy to flip.
One more example.
The doctor said me to rest.
Wrong. The natural line is, the doctor told me to rest. If you change to say, remove the person, the doctor said to rest.
Tech support, common in modern life.
Set it up.
They said us to restart the router.
Wrong. With a person after the verb, it must be tell. They told us to restart the router. They said to restart the router is also correct if you remove the person.
Ceremonies and stages bring lots of quotations.
Give me a stage line.
The host told, "Welcome to the show."
Wrong. A direct greeting on stage is a quote, so say is required. The host said, "Welcome to the show."
News conferences can switch between both verbs depending on focus.
Offer one.
The coach said the captain will return next week.
Correct. If you want to highlight the recipient, tell works. The coach told reporters the captain will return next week. Say is about the statement. Tell is about the act of informing a person or group.
I want to revisit the structure difference once more because that's where many people trip.
Good idea. Tell someone something. Say something to someone. Keep that frame and most mistakes vanish.
Let's tighten the screws with a short set of scenes in different settings so the correction stays explicit.
Home first.
Grandma said us great stories when we were kids.
Incorrect. It should be, Grandma told us great stories when we were kids. She told us, person after the verb. So tell is correct.
Work again. I said the team the deadline.
Incorrect. The natural sentence is, I told the team the deadline. If you prefer, say, rebuild. I said to the team that the deadline was Friday.
Restaurant. The waiter said me the specials.
Incorrect. The natural version is the waiter told me the specials. If you want, say, remove the person. The waiter said the specials are.
Phone. She said me she'd call later.
Incorrect. It should be, she told me she'd call later, or she said she'd call later. The first highlights the recipient, the second highlights the content.
Exams. They said us we must switch off phones.
Incorrect. Correct is, they told us we must switch off phones. Say without the person is fine. They said we must switch off phones.
Directions. She said me to keep left.
Incorrect. Correct is, she told me to keep left. If you want, say, drop the person. She said to keep left.
Secrets. He said me a secret.
Incorrect. He told me a secret is the natural form. Say doesn't take that double object pattern.
Breaking news. They told the road is closed.
Incorrect. With that exact sentence, you say, they said, the road is closed. If you want tell, add the person, they told drivers the road was closed.
One last pair about meetings and reminders.
Go ahead.
She said us to join at 10.
Incorrect. Correct is, she told us to join at 10. If you switch to say, remove the person, or used to, she said to join at 10, or she said to us that we should join at 10. Though that longer version is rarely used in conversation.
I think the pattern is fixed in my head now. The person right after the verb points to tell. The quoted words point to say.
And when neither verb feels natural, it often means a more precise verb is needed. Warn, advise, announce, explain, remind. Picking the right one keeps your English sharp.
Before we wrap, can we restate the difference in one breath so no one walks away unsure?
Say focuses on the words. If you add a person, it typically appears with two. Tell focuses on the recipient. The person comes right after the verb, and there's no to. Quotes take say. Instructions to someone take tell. Reports can use either. Say to spotlight the statement. Tell to spotlight who heard it.
That lands perfectly. Words versus recipient, quotes versus instructions, and a flexible middle for reports and announcements.
With that clear, we can move forward confident that say and tell won't get in the way of smooth conversation.
And since we're moving from reporting words to talking about results, our next stop is a trio that learners mix up all the time.
Win, earn, and gain may look like neighbors, but each has a different job. We'll sort them out step by step. just like we did here.
I'm ready. Let's dive in and keep the momentum.
Then let's step into win, earn, and gain, and keep our choices clean and confident.
Before we close, I want to check a few specialized contexts so professionals don't stumble at work.
Good thinking. Precision matters even more in formal settings.
Legal notices, for example. The officer said me to provide identification.
Incorrect. It should be, the officer told me to provide identification. If you quote the exact warning, say is right. The officer said, please provide identification.
Media quotes next. The article told the minister resigned.
Incorrect. Reporters usually use say for attributions. The article said the minister resigned, or the spokesperson said the minister resigned. If a spokesperson informed a specific audience, tell works. The spokesperson told reporters the minister resigned.
Parent-child instructions?
Classic territory for tell. Mom told me to clean my room is correct. Mom said me to clean my room is incorrect. If you prefer, say, remove the person. Mom said to clean my room.
Airlines and travel announcements.
Another clear split. The pilot said, we will be landing shortly, is correct for the quote. The pilot told passengers we would be landing shortly, is correct when highlighting the recipients.
Email etiquette.
In messages, please tell me if this time works is natural when you want a response to you. Please say if this time works appears, but many speakers prefer tell me to mark the recipient clearly.
Cultural nuance. Politeness and directness.
Right. In many contexts, could you tell me sounds more polite than can you say, because tell me frames the listener as the recipient. Say to me is grammatically possible but rarely chosen. Tell me feels idiomatic and smooth.
That clarifies the feel of each verb, not just the grammar.
Exactly. The choice communicates structure and tone at the same time. All right, we've mastered say and tell. Now it's time for 3 more verbs that can be confusing: win, earn, and gain.
I admit I've used these interchangeably before, but they actually mean different things.
Exactly. Before we dive into examples, let's outline the main difference. Win is about succeeding in a competition or contest. Earn is about getting something because you worked for it or deserve it. Gain is about obtaining something, often gradually or as an increase.
Got it. Win is victory, earn is through effort, and gain is an increase.
Right? And now, let's see them in action. Let's start with a sports example.
Our team earned the match yesterday.
That's wrong. In sports or competitions, you don't say earned the match. The correct verb is win. Our team won the match yesterday. You earn respect or money, but you win matches and games.
And if I say, we earned the respect of the other team, that's correct. Because respect is something you work for, not a competition prize.
Now, a workplace example.
I won a salary of $3,000 a month.
Wrong. Salaries are not won. They're earned. The correct sentence is, I earn a salary of $3,000 a month. You win prizes, but money you get regularly for work is earned. Let's talk about gain.
She won a lot of experience from that job.
Wrong. You don't win experience. The correct verb is gain. She gained a lot of experience from that job. Experience grows over time. You gain it, you don't win it. Here's another one about skills.
He earned the ability to play the piano.
That's a bit strange. Skills are usually gained or acquired. You could say, he gained the ability to play the piano, or he learned to play the piano. Earn works if you mean he deserved an opportunity, but not for the skill itself. Let's go into a contest situation.
She earned the lottery last week.
Wrong. Lotteries are pure chance, not something you work for. The correct form is, She won the lottery last week. Now for a more abstract one. Trust.
He won my trust.
That's possible, but earn my trust is more common and sounds more natural. Trust is something you build over time, so earn is the better choice. Let's do one about promotions.
She won a promotion at work.
That's wrong. Promotions are earned because of performance, not won like a prize. So it's, she earned a promotion at work. How about weight?
I earned 5 kilos over the holidays.
Wrong. When talking about weight, the verb is gain. I gained 5 kilos over the holidays. You don't earn or win weight. It's something that increases. Let's try one about awards.
He earned the gold medal.
This can be correct, but it has a nuance. If you say, he earned the gold medal, it means his effort deserved it. If you just want to say he came first, it's, he won the gold medal.
So, earned focuses on the effort, won on the result.
And gain works differently. Let's talk about market share in business.
The company won 5% market share last year.
Wrong. The natural expression is, the company gained 5% market share last year. This is about an increase, not a prize. Now let's look at knowledge.
I won a lot of knowledge from that course.
Wrong. It's, I gained a lot of knowledge from that course. Knowledge is acquired, so gain is the right choice. Let's make one about respect in sports.
They won the respect of their rivals.
This one's actually possible, but earned the respect is stronger and more common because respect comes from effort, not a trophy. Another example with money, but a different kind.
I gained $500 in a competition.
That's a bit odd. If it's a competition, it's I won $500. If the money came from investments growing, you could say, I gained $500 from my investments. Let's move to opportunities.
He won the opportunity to study abroad.
Possible if it was a prize in a competition. But if it's through hard work, you'd say, he earned the opportunity to study abroad. And what about confidence?
She earned more confidence after giving that speech.
That sounds a bit unnatural. We usually say, she gained more confidence after giving that speech. Confidence grows. It's gained, not earned. Here's one about political power.
The party earned more influence after the election.
That works, but gained more influence is more common. Influence behaves like experience or knowledge. It's usually gained. Let's do one about scholarships.
He won a scholarship.
That's correct if it was a competition-based award. But if you're talking about meeting the requirements and being chosen for your merit, you can also say, he earned a scholarship. The difference is focus. Win for the competition, earn for the merit. Here's a tricky one with time.
I earned some extra time by finishing early.
That works. You got extra time because of your actions. But you could also say, I gained some extra time, focusing on the increase rather than the cause. And now a final one, advantage.
They won an advantage in negotiations.
It's better to say, they gained an advantage in negotiations. In competitive situations like sports, you might say, win an advantage. But in most other cases, gain is more natural. So, to summarize without leaving it in the air, win. Prizes, competitions, games, lotteries, or victories. Earn, money, respect, opportunities, promotions. Things deserved through effort. Gain, experience, knowledge, weight, influence. Things acquired or increased over time.
And that makes it much easier to choose the right one. What's next?
All right, we've covered make versus do, say versus tell, and now win, earn, and gain. That's a lot of tricky verbs sorted out.
Yeah, but I feel like the real challenge is using them all naturally in the same conversation.
Exactly. That's what we'll do next. We'll combine everything we've learned into real-life situations so you can hear them all working together.
Perfect. Let's mix them up and see if I can get through without making any slips.
So, Daniel, ready for the ultimate challenge? I'm going to drop you into different situations, and you'll respond naturally without mixing up the verbs we've worked on today.
Let's do it. If I stumble, stop me right away so we keep things clean.
First stop, the office. You've just finished preparing a report for your boss.
I did a report for my boss this morning.
That's incorrect for preparation. The natural sentence is, I made a report for my boss this morning because you created it. Do a report only works if you mean you presented or delivered it.
Got it. Made for creation. Did for delivery if I'm being casual. Gave a presentation is even better for delivery in formal speech.
Keep your badge on. We're still at work. You just finished presenting the report in a meeting.
I made a report in the meeting today.
That's ambiguous and sounds off for delivery. For the act of presenting, I did a report is acceptable informally, but I gave a report or I gave a presentation is the clear, natural choice. If you want to highlight the prep, then I made the report is fine.
Okay, prep versus delivery. Different verbs signal a different focus.
Now, shift to a hallway chat. You want to share a line your colleague used.
My colleague told a really funny joke today.
That's correct, because you're framing it as information to someone. If you say, my colleague said a really funny joke, it sounds unnatural. English says someone tells a joke, but says words or a sentence.
So tell a joke is right. Say a joke is wrong.
Sports next. Your team lifted the trophy last year.
We earned the championship last year.
Not quite. The default verb is won. We won the championship last year. Earned the championship can appear in commentary to emphasize merit, but won names the competitive result and is the safe, natural pick.
Switching gears, salary.
You're describing your monthly pay to a friend.
I win $2,500 a month.
That's wrong. You don't win a salary, you earn it. The natural sentence is, I earn $2,500 a month.
Training course time. I took a cooking class and improved.
Say it the way you first think it.
I won a lot of cooking skills from that course.
Incorrect. Skills are gained or acquired, not won. You should say, I gained a lot of cooking skills from that course, or I learned a lot of cooking skills.
Birthday scene. The cake.
You baked something special for a friend.
I did a cake for my friend's birthday.
Wrong. When you create food or a dish, use make. I made a cake for my friend's birthday.
Speech at the company event. How do I phrase it?
Give me your line.
I made a speech at the company event.
That's acceptable in many varieties of English, especially to emphasize preparation. If you want a more standard delivery verb, I gave a speech at the company event is best. I did a speech is informal and not ideal in formal contexts.
Talking to my mom about what the teacher said.
Go ahead.
The teacher told she was proud of me.
That's wrong. After tell you need a person, the teacher told me she was proud of me. Or you can remove the person and use say, the teacher said she was proud of me.
Respect after a tough moment.
Share it.
He won my respect after helping me during a difficult time.
Possible, but he earned my respect is more natural because respect grows from actions over time. Won paints it as a contest. Earned highlights merit.
Gym progress.
Your sentence?
I earned 3 kilos of muscle.
Incorrect. Physical increases are described with gain. I gained 3 kilos of muscle.
Singing competition.
Try it.
She earned the singing contest.
Wrong. Contests are won. She won the singing contest.
Report prep and delivery in one breath.
Give both halves.
I did a report yesterday.
Correct if you mean you presented it. If you want to say you prepared it, use made. I made a report yesterday. Both can be correct depending on what you're focusing on.
Advice from a friend about a risky street.
Your first draft?
My friend said me to be careful.
Wrong. After say, you cannot put a person directly. Use told with a person. My friend told me to be careful, or use said without the person. My friend said to be careful.
Money from investments.
Frame the idea.
I earned $1,000 from my stocks last month.
That works. But if you want to spotlight the increase, I gained $1,000 from my stocks is also natural. Earn is most typical for money through work. Gain highlights growth.
Sharing company news.
You've just informed the team.
I told that the meeting was canceled.
Wrong. You must include who you told. I told everyone that the meeting was canceled. If you're not naming the listeners, I said the meeting was canceled is fine.
Photography contest.
Give the line.
I earned first place in the photography contest.
Understandable, but the usual phrase is won first place. I won first place in the photography contest.
One mixed line with speech and award.
Try it.
I made a speech, did it yesterday at the conference, and earned the prize.
2 tweaks. Keep made for preparation, but for the prize, use won. A clean version is I made a speech, gave it yesterday at the conference, and won the prize.
That clears it up. What's next on your scenario list?
Travel desk at a hotel. You need information about breakfast.
Can you say me the breakfast time?
That's wrong. Ask, can you tell me the breakfast time? Because the information is given to you. If you choose say, remove the person. Can you say what time breakfast starts? Though tell me is what people usually use.
Directions from a local.
Set it up.
She said me to turn left after the bridge.
Wrong. With a person after the verb, use told. She told me to turn left after the bridge. If you use said, drop the person. She said to turn left after the bridge.
Airport announcement on the PA system.
Give the line.
The agent told, boarding begins at gate 12.
That's wrong because it's a direct quote. Use said. The agent said, boarding begins at gate 12. If you want told, add the recipients. The agent told passengers that boarding begins at gate 12.
Tech support on a call.
Your sentence?
They said us to restart the router and wait 5 minutes.
Wrong. With a person after the verb, use told. They told us to restart the router and wait 5 minutes. If you drop the person, they said to restart the router is fine.
Parent and child at home.
Give me the version people often get wrong.
Mom said me to clean my room.
Incorrect. Mom told me to clean my room is the natural line. If you want said, remove the person. Mom said to clean my room.
Let's bring make and do back in the mix with scheduling.
You're handling a busy week.
I'll do a schedule for the team and make the task tomorrow.
Flip the verbs. Creation takes make and execution takes do. The natural sentence is, I'll make a schedule for the team and do the tasks tomorrow.
Housework on Saturday.
Describe the plan.
I'll do a shopping list, then I'll make the shopping and you can do dinner.
Swap each verb to its natural partner. Say, I'll make a shopping list, then I'll do the shopping, and you can make dinner. Lists and meals are created. Make, the trip is a chore. Do.
Home office printing.
Share what you need.
I have to do 2 copies of the contract.
That's off. Copies are created, so say, I have to make 2 copies of the contract. The activity around forms remains do paperwork, but specific physical outputs, copies, printouts, backups, often take make.
Project kickoff tomorrow.
What's the line?
Let's do an agenda tonight and make it during the call.
For creation, use make. Let's make an agenda tonight. During the call, you don't make the agenda. You follow it or go through it. We'll follow the agenda.
Lunch with a friend, relaying a story.
Your sentence?
She said me a story about her dog.
Incorrect. The natural line is, she told me a story about her dog. English uses tell someone a story. You can say, she said, my dog, if you quote the words.
Doctor's instructions after a checkup.
Share it.
The doctor said me to drink more water.
Wrong. With a person after the verb, use told. The doctor told me to drink more water. If you use said, remove the person. The doctor said to drink more water.
Hiring interview, talking about performance.
What would you say?
I did strong progress in my last role.
That's incorrect. The idiomatic phrase is, I made strong progress in my last role. Do progress sounds wrong. Progress is treated as an outcome, so it pairs with make.
Negotiation recap after a meeting.
Try a line.
We did a big effort to close the deal and we made business with their team.
Tidy both halves. Say, we made a big effort to close the deal and we did business with their team. Make an effort is the set phrase. Do business is the natural collocation.
Finance update at the end of the quarter.
Share the result.
The company earned 5% market share in quarter two.
That sounds unusual. Market share is usually described as something you gain. The natural sentence is, the company gained 5% market share in Q2. If you mean revenue, you could say earned 5% more revenue. But for share, use gained.
Gym poster talking about results.
Give a line.
Our members earned 10 pounds of strength on average.
Strength isn't earned in that structure. Better, our members gained strength, or our members added an average of 10 pounds to their lifts. When the idea is an increase, gain is the natural verb.
Academic life. Homework and presentations.
Your sentence?
I made my homework early and did my presentation today.
Reverse the verbs. Homework is a task, so I did my homework early, and if you delivered the talk, I gave my presentation today. If you only prepared the slides, I made my presentation today is fine for the prep.
Phone call after the meeting.
Say what you plan.
I'll do a phone call to confirm the details.
Use make for the act of placing it. I'll make a phone call to confirm the details, or simply, I'll call to confirm the details.
Newsroom headline about a spokesperson.
Give the quick line.
The spokesperson told the new policy in a press briefing.
That's wrong. You need the recipients or a different structure. Say, the spokesperson told reporters about the new policy, or the spokesperson said the new policy would begin next month. Told the new policy alone is incorrect.
Classroom feedback.
Your version?
The teacher said us that the exam would be on Monday.
Incorrect. The teacher told us that the exam would be on Monday is correct. Or without the person, the teacher said the exam would be on Monday.
Meeting wrap up, assigning actions.
Frame it.
I'll do the plan, you make the tasks, and Carol will do the timeline.
Swap them for natural English. I'll make the plan, you'll do the tasks, and Carol will make the timeline. Plans and timelines are created. Tasks are executed.
Family news over dinner.
Your line?
Dad said me that Aunt Maria is visiting next week.
Incorrect. Say, Dad told me that Aunt Maria is visiting next week. If you want said, remove the person. Dad said Aunt Maria is visiting next week.
Sports broadcast. Post-game summary.
Try one.
The captain earned the match with a late goal and said the crowd a thank you.
Two fixes. First, for the results say, the captain won the match with a late goal only if the single action decided the game. More neutrally, secured the win. Second, for the message, said the crowd is wrong. Say, told the crowd, thank you, or said, thank you to the crowd.
Company onboarding. Day 1 checklist.
Your draft?
I made paperwork in the morning and did an apology for being late.
Paperwork is an activity, so I did paperwork in the morning. For the apology, the natural phrasing is I made an apology, or I apologized. Do an apology is wrong.
End of day plan at home.
One more domestic scene.
I'll do dinner, you make the dishes, then I'll make the laundry.
Natural sequence. I'll make dinner, you'll do the dishes, then I'll do the laundry. Meals are created. Dishes and laundry are chores.
Weekend project. Furniture assembly.
Describe it.
We did a bookshelf and made the screws tight.
Better. We made a bookshelf and tightened the screws. Do a bookshelf isn't idiomatic. Assembling creates an object, so made. And for screws, use the precise verb tighten.
Health update text to a friend?
Your line?
The nurse said me the results were ready.
Incorrect. The nurse told me the results were ready is correct. If you want said, remove the person. The nurse said the results were ready.
That was a workout. Office, home, travel, sports, and more.
And every time the correction hinged on the same idea. Are we pointing at a thing that's created, a task that's performed, a message that's delivered to someone, a quote that's spoken, a victory that's achieved, or an increase that's gained?
It's clearer now. Make for results and creations. Do for tasks and routines. Say for the exact words. Tell for information to a person. Win for competitions. Earn for rewards through effort. And gain for increases and growth.
Nicely distilled. We're close to the end of our session, so let's prepare to wrap up.
Before we do, give me one final line that chains several correct choices so the rhythm stays in my head.
Here goes. I'll make a plan tonight. We'll do the tasks tomorrow. I'll tell the team the timeline. The spokesperson will say the headline. The club will try to win the tournament. Our interns will earn glowing references. And the company hopes to gain new clients by summer.
That line hits every corner we touched today, and every verb sits where it belongs.
Exactly. With that, we can move into the recap and close this episode on a confident note.
Lead the way.
So, Daniel, before we say goodbye, let's take a careful walk through what we covered today, just to leave everything clear and calm in our listeners' minds here at Love English Lab.
Good idea. We started with make versus do. Make is the verb we reach for when a result or a thing comes into existence. Make a list, make dinner, make a decision, make progress. Do is the verb for actions, duties, and routines. Do the laundry, do homework, do research, do your best.
And we stressed that some pairs look similar but point the spotlight differently. Make a presentation focuses on preparation. Give a presentation, or less formally, do a presentation, focuses on delivery. That little shift already cleans up a lot of everyday confusion.
Then we switched to say versus tell, and the switch was all about focus again. Say highlights the words themselves. Say, I'm tired. Say hello, say nothing. Tell highlights the recipient. Tell me the truth. Tell her the news. Tell us a story. When you want a person right after the verb, tell is your friend. When you quote exact words, say is your go-to.
Exactly. We also cleaned up the structure that causes so many slips. Tell someone something, but say something to someone. That tiny preposition to is the bridge with say, tell doesn't take it.
After that, we untangled win, earn, and gain. Win belongs to competitions, prizes, and clear victories. Earn belongs to things you deserve through effort, like money, promotions, and respect. Gain belongs to increases and gradual growth. Gain experience, gain confidence, gain weight, gain market share.
And once those three sat in place, the combined practice felt natural. We moved across office tasks, travel desks, family dinners, sports recaps, and tech support calls, and every correction followed the same compass. Are we talking about a created result, a performed task, quoted words, informed people, a victory, something deserved, or an increase?
That compass is the real takeaway. With it, you don't need long tables, you just listen to what the sentence is truly about.
Exactly. And here's a gentle reminder for anyone who's still nervous. Polished English isn't about never slipping. It's about noticing the slip and adjusting quickly. If a word lands oddly in your ear, pause for a breath, switch the verb, and keep going.
Right. The more you use these verbs in real conversations, at work, at home, on a trip, the more automatic your choices will become, and the less mental effort you'll spend on grammar labels.
Before we wrap, thank you for spending this hour with us. Your time and focus mean a lot, And we hope today's conversation made your English a little lighter and a lot more confident.
If something clicked for you, maybe a single pair like make versus do, consider replaying that segment later in the week. A second listen often reveals a detail you missed the first time.
And if a friend keeps saying, do a mistake, or say me the time, share this episode and save them a headache. Kind corrections from friends are gold.
Next time on Love English Lab, we'll take another handful of deceptively simple verbs and turn them into tools you can trust.
Until then, speak boldly, listen closely, and choose your verbs with purpose. Clarity is kind to you and to your listener.
From both of us, thanks for being here and for letting us be part of your English journey.
We'll see you in the next episode.
Thanks for listening. See you in the next one. Practice a little today. Your future self will thank you.